Use it too small to be a wrecker.
You suck. Transformers!
Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at another Transformers figure. It's from the Bumblebee Movie. It's Studio Series 81 Wheeljack. And this is a figure I've been looking forward to, although now I've got it in hand, it looks kind of smallish compared to some of the other Voyager figures out there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Wheeljack in the packaging. It's the same kind of box we've been getting. We got the Bumblebee Movie logo up there. We get some artwork on the side. Studio Series. Get some more artwork over here with the Autobot logo. So just kind of a close-up of him. Some nice art on the front. That side art looking cool. And then same kind of art. Very nice looking on the back of the package. We've got Wheeljack in both modes. And of course, he's got the diorama inside, so just kind of a close-up. Transforms in 31 steps. And that's about it for the packaging. Let's get this guy out of box and see what we think. So here we have Wheeljack out of the packaging, and I gotta say, this guy looks super cool. Love the look of it, but he's definitely on the smallish side. It's not a Voyager class figure at all. It's definitely more of a deluxe size figure, but it's got kind of the Voyager type of transformation, which I guess is what they're going with versus scale anymore. But he does come with a gun, but it doesn't mount up to the shoulder. So we get this little gun here, and unfortunately, let me take the gun out of the hand. Unfortunately, you cannot mount this to the shoulder. There's nothing to actually mount it to where it would sit on the shoulder like that. Looks like it would fit perfect. There is a port back here on the figure, but it sits directly upward, and that just looks really, really goofy and really, really silly. Now, fortunately, TF Lab came up with this little part right here. It was like $3 and some change. I'll put a link to the video on this where I break it down and totally explain this. But essentially, you put this little part back here into that port, and now you can mount the gun to the shoulder, and it makes this figure look oh so much better. Definitely love this, and for $3, if you've got this figure, you need to get this part. So check them out on their eBay store, TF Lab. It's definitely worth the $3. It cost me $5 to ship it, but totally worth it to get it for this figure. So I'm going to take this piece off and take a look at articulation on this figure. So the head moves back and forth. It doesn't really move up and down much. The shoulders move outward. They spin all the way around, which is nice. You've got a twist at the forearm, and then a double jointed elbow, which is really for transformation. Nothing at the wrists, unfortunately. There is a swivel at the waist right here, which is nice. Legs kick that far forward, kick all the way back like that. They splay outwards, pretty darn wide. We get a really nice knee joint right there, and then the feet move up and down. But unfortunately, that's all they do. We get no ankle rocker pivot on this guy, which is a bit sad, but it is what it is. It's a pretty stable looking figure though, and it looks really good with the gun mounted up onto the shoulder, which every Wheeljack toy should have. So yeah, definitely a good looking but tiny figure. Taking a closer look at the figure itself, it's sculpted really, really well. I love this third-party accessory for the shoulder can. I think that's nice. His wings are mounted on the back of his shoulders, which is interesting. The face sculpt looks good. I love the metallic paint on the ears. The green and the red on the hood looks good. He's kind of an off-white color, almost an eggshell type of color, which is it's just pretty cool. Definitely looks good, looks like he did in the film, and well, that's what you're after in a Studio Series figure. Now, taking a closer look at the midsection of the figure, again, sculpted well. I like how the tires kind of roll into the back of his body. It's got some nice shoulder work. The chest looks really, really good. The hands, they're pretty decent. I love the double jointed elbow. The fender pieces on the back of the arm is a bit meh. And we get a little bit of hollow spaces on the back there, but not too terribly bad. And then we've got the black waist and the black upper thighs. Again, some nice molded in detailing. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure and a tiny little gnat running around on the mirror. The legs are pretty well done. They're nice and stable. They hold the figure up. Now, transformation on these back panels are a bit annoying because they're very limited on the movement, and I think that this figure would have benefited from just being physically larger. What do you think, little gnat buddy? For comparison, here we have the Studio Series Wheeljack from the Bumblebee movie next to the Transformers Legacy drag strip. And as you can see, Wheeljack is actually smaller than that guy, which is crazy because he's like $5 more expensive. So yeah, I don't know. I like the figure. It's got a lot of detail. It looks good, but it's just too small in my opinion. So transformation on this figure is definitely interesting. So first we're going to take the gun and TF Lab part off of his back. So we're just going to remove that out of the port and throw these off to the side for a minute. Now what we want to do is take the arms and we're going to fold them upward to the shoulders. So just kind of align them like this. And then we're going to move these wing pieces downwards, just like that. So it's nice and compact. Then we're going to lift the hood piece up right here. And then we're going to lift the under components out and then stretch it all the way out like this. Then we're going to flip this top piece backwards like that. Then what we want to do is kind of spread the shoulders out a little bit. We're going to lift it and spin the head just to the side like this. And then what we want to do is kind of lift this downward. And there's going to be a hinge right here. It's going to be really tight, but it will hinge backwards, just like that. So we want it to go straight. Then we're going to spin this around backwards like this. Then what we want to do is we're going to fold the arms kind of sideways and unhinge the piece. So we're just going to undo that. So this piece here, we want to avoid getting it snagged. So make sure that the wing goes underneath and just spin this around like this, and it will kind of look like that. Now you don't want to attach the two arms together yet because you're going to do a little more moving things around. So next, what we want to do is lift up the shin. It's going to be really tight, but lift it up straight, spin it around backwards, and then you're going to push it back down onto the leg. So again, you're going to pull this piece up straight. It's going to be tight, but it will go up. And then you're going to spin it around like this and push it down onto the leg again. So it'll look like that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to unhinge the wheels from the back of the leg, and then you're going to lift it and spin it, and it's going to be really, really hard to do, but it will go around. There's not much clearance. You're going to straighten it up like this. Then you're going to lift the foot down or upward and flip the wheel around and align it into place. Click the door and the wheel into place, and then click the back of the door to the back of the wheel. Get that into place. Pop it in there. And make sure that these are lined up like that. Just kind of tab it into place. It'll go in with a click. So everything will be nice and stiff. So it's going to go into that little port. It'll be nice and straight once you do that. So we're going to do that again to the other side. We're going to lift this piece up and spin it around so that it will go into this back wheel. Then we're going to straighten the foot out, pull the wheel down, lock everything into place again. It's going to be fidgety, just get it in there, so just kind of keep messing with it until you can get it into place. And that one should click in a lot easier. There we go. So that's clicked into place. We're going to put the head to the bottom of the car, and then we're going to push these two fists together, and then you're going to want to make sure that the hood clicks down into place like that, and just make sure everything's nice and tight. And there we go. We have our car mode, which actually looks really good. I like the detail on it. So yeah, there is our car mode. So taking a closer look at the vehicle, looks good. I like the paint. It looks like Wheeljack, even though it's in the Cybertronian version of the vehicle. Rolls really nice. I definitely dig that. The paint scheme is great. Love the smoky windows. Love the red and the greens. Autobot logo at the top pops out nicely. I dig that. The wheels are kind of interesting. Very cool looking. I like them. Very nice. We get the green stripe on the side. The little spoiler back here looks nice. I definitely dig that. It's kind of got this neat little shape. Very cool, very fun. The back, could have been better. Not any robot kibble underneath. I like that a lot. And again, it just looks good. So is the Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee Movie Wheeljack something that you want in your Transformers collection? I'm gonna say yes. I like the figure a lot. It looks good. It's got wonderful paint apps on it. It looks like the character did in the film at the beginning of the movie. It's just too small. Looks great in vehicle mode. Looks great in robot mode. And if you get that TF Lab adapter, you can get him to mount the shoulder cannon, which looks amazing. I don't know why Hasbro didn't include that to begin with. I know he didn't have it mounted on his shoulder in the movie, but it looks good. It's too small. That's the only drawback to the figure. If you can get past that, then this is definitely an awesome Wheeljack to have. So there he is, the Studio Series Bumblebee Movie Wheeljack. Hey guys, thanks for watching. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Be sure to click all the things, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell for new videos, and follow me on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links in the description below.